Oh, you started? You started?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do it.
So what does this say?
Oh, you gonna read it? Let's do it, bro.
So it says ugly. That's what I've grown to love about myself during this quarantine. All the ugliness about myself that I try to cover up with lies, manipulation, haircuts, and bullshit. At my core, I love to empower others, make people laugh, make sacrifices, and be there during dark times, providing a beacon of light. However, the thing about the bright light is they cast large shadows. That was deep as fuck when I first read that. My shadow. Those ugly things about myself that my ego does not like to identify with, developed throughout my life to do the dirty work and got completely out of control. I've always had good intentions, but you know what they say, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And that led me to destroy relationships with people I truly cared about. What I've learned during this quarantine is in order to accept myself as a beacon, I have to accept myself as a demon and love my entire being unconditionally. I do. I love myself unconditionally with a head full of crazy hair, fucked up ears, and a wild beard. If my barber can't work, I ain't shaving shit. And if we're touched, moved, or inspired and want to hear more about my journey of shadow integration, click the link in the bio of a podcast I recently did.
Oh, you read that too.
Oh, sorry. Love your ugly. Integrate your shadow. There's no fixing, just unconditional love to self. Everyone is whole, perfect, and complete as they are. Done.
Done.
That shit was deep. So where did that all come from? That's what I want to hear about.
So, actually, here you go. During the quarantine, you know, we can't get haircuts, right? And what I come to realize is that, yo, I was like hiding behind that. Cause, you know, I got a cool cut and then, you know, when I shave my beard up, you know, the ladies like it, you know. Even dudes, they be complimenting me on my haircuts and shit too. But it's like, you hide behind that, like, I gotta look good.
Yeah.
So it's like as my beard started growing out, right? And my hair started looking crazy, I just stopped giving a fuck. You know?
Yeah.
Because it's like, what you gonna do? I was on a Zoom call with work and they were like, is anybody gonna start cutting their own hair? And I'm like, fuck no. Yeah, if my barber can't work, if my barber can't work, I'm not cutting shit. And also with that, like, I was, you know, I've been having existential crisis after existential crisis in here. I fucking talk my roommates here, like you know, I'm in the chair, like, fuck, you know, going through this thing.
She got her notebook.
Yeah, she had her notebook, you know what I mean? And one of the main things was with women, right? Because like I said, at the core of my being, like, I want to take care of people, I want to love people, I want to support them, right?
Yeah.
But every bright light casts a large shadow.
Of course.
And the shadow that I didn't really accept within myself is lying and manipulation, right? Straight up, that's what it is. And your shadow, just so we could be clear, like, you know, for anybody that's gonna be listening to this shit, Carl Jung, he identifies the shadow as the parts of your ego, the parts of you that's in your unconscious that your ego doesn't like to identify with.
Yes.
Right? Being a liar and a manipulator, because who the fuck likes a liar and a manipulator?
Exactly. I was just gonna say that in and of itself, like, you're saying it like it ain't no big deal, which I know you, I know where you've been, I know what you've done, I know what you've gone through to get to here, so it doesn't surprise me that you're saying it like that. But other people, you know, they're not gonna be able to say, you know, my shadow is lying and manipulation straight up, and fucking accept that shit like that.
And it took a little while for me to do that, for sure. Like you said, we've been on this journey together since, like, what, 2014, something like that?
Yeah, at least.
So you've seen a lot of, like, the different versions of myself.
Yeah, of course.
And as I have you. And yes, it was tough to just be able to just say it like that. But it's like, I had to have, it's like, I spent a lot of time in here like, yo, I gotta fix me, until I just realized, like, what the fuck am I trying to fix?
Yeah, what do you gotta fix? We ain't broke.
Yeah, exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
You ain't broke.
Right? So with women, right, the lying and the manipulation, that shit just kept coming out, even when I didn't want it. And like I said, you know, in the post, it destroyed relationships,
yeah.
you know? And it's like, I hate to look back and just be like, fuck, broken heart, broken, ugh, you know, all that ugly.
Yeah.
Right?
It's tough to look at.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Right? But in order for me to take full responsibility for it, right, I have to accept both the yin and yang of the situation. Right? Have to accept that shit. I have to understand that, okay, the root of my shadow, the root of me becoming that way is a result of getting my ass kicked when I was younger, right? I decided at a young age that it was better for me to lie my way out of trouble than to face it.
Yeah.
Because like 9 times out of 10 when I used to lie, fucking I used to get out of it.
Uh-huh.
You talk about reinforcement.
Yeah.
Right? But that shit doesn't work too well in your adult life.
Nope.
Right? So it's like lie, get caught, lie, get caught, lie, get caught, right? People know you're full of shit. Human beings could just sense that inauthenticity. And like I said, it led me to destroy relationship after relationship. So got to this point where it's like, there is no fixing. If I accept me, right, then everybody else is gonna do it, right?
Of course.
Because you attract what you are. So if I have radical self-acceptance, guess who the fuck else is gonna accept me? Everybody else. So that thing that I also had when I was younger was like I always felt like an outcast, never felt like I was a part of the group, never felt accepted, right? That's the cure to it right there. It's like if I don't accept myself, how the fuck is anybody else gonna accept me?
Exactly. And how are you ever gonna show someone your true self, right? You're always gonna be putting on a front. You're always gonna be putting on a mask, you know, standing behind that little curtain to show that person in front of you
6 feet apart.
Yeah, what they want to see.
Yeah.
What they need to see in order to accept you, because you're too afraid that they're not going to accept you because you don't accept you, you know? And you might not even be consciously aware of that, like you were just saying. It's something you got to become aware of. You got to consciously fucking feel it, see it, identify it, you know?